Download the BCSN Plus app today. The Catholic School Spotlight is presented by Metzger's. Metzger's means more. Commercial printing, fulfillment, and mailing all in-house.
Well, Josh Lindke from the St. Francis Knights football program joins us this week for the Catholic High School League Spotlight. Josh, thank you so much for taking time out during a football week for us.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, Mark. Obviously, the weeks are busy this time of year, especially a Tuesday night, but appreciate you having me and excited to talk about our squad.
Let's begin with this. St. Francis de Sales High School, the mission statement is following the advice of St. Francis to be who you are and be well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think that we try to carry that into our football program every single day, and we try to preach to our kids that it's not just about football. And I think we try to tell the young men that are interested in our school that it's not just about football when you come here. It's about the all four pillars that we have here. It's about the mission statement and trying to, like you said, be who you are and be that well. And we're trying to preach that to our kids every day. Kids are always going to test the limits and the boundaries, and they're not going to be perfect, but I think if we try to stay on top of them in that sense and just try to get the best out of them every single day, they'll eventually find who they are as a person. And it's exciting to be able to have an avenue like football to use that as a vessel for them.
It's been said that kids don't care what you know until they know that you care. Certainly, St. Francis had their issues with football coaches, a revolving door. You have added some stability there, and we've seen that kind of pay off now on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've always looked at the St. Francis job as a destination job, and I think that, obviously jobs come open for a reason. They're not great jobs when they are open, typically, unless you get lucky with certain places. But, we wanted to make this into a destination job, and I think that, we still have a long way to go, and we still have a lot of work to do. But, the kids have really bought in, the administration has bought in, the community's bought in. It's not just myself that's kind of steering this ship. It's everybody that's involved, and it's been a real blessing to be here. And St. Francis is a special place, and I think as long as you allow it to kind of change who you are and change your heart and allow that that connectivity to come into place, it's a huge avenue to really do well in all things and not just football.
Off to a 2-1 start this year in the football schedule, and coming off a win over Sandusky Perkins this past Friday at the Glass Bowl, where you guys really played well in all three phases of the game.
Yeah, I think turnovers are still kind of plaguing us a little bit. It bit us against the Bishop Dwenger, which they're a really good team in the state of Indiana, top 5 team in that state in their division, and we went over there and battled well, but it plagued us. So we cut down a little bit on that. We still had 2 bad ones that unfortunately put us in a bad spot towards the end of the game. Otherwise it might have been a little bit different, but super proud of our kids. I mean, Sandusky Perkins and Coach Santoro, they've done a lot over the last couple of years, and anytime you beat a team that won 14 games the year prior with a lot of kids that played in that state title game, that's a huge win for your program and a huge building block, and especially for us being in year 2, that's certainly a feather in our cap that we're going to hold close. And just super proud of our kids for how physical they were and how they were able to show some grit too. Some things didn't go our way, and we were able to battle back, and we tried to give it away a few times, and our kids pulled the rope back in, and it was good to see.
Anytime you play that physical brand of football, injuries are going to come up and get you. We're 4 weeks into the season now. You guys have dealt with some injuries, but it sounds like you're starting to get a little bit healthier as you host Clyde this week.
Yeah, we were down 5 guys last week, a couple guys on the offensive line due to injury. We've been down a receiver that we thought was going to start for us at the beginning of the year. We were down an outside linebacker kid that played for us a lot last year, a freshman, that's been dealing with kind of a nagging ankle injury. So, anytime that you're able to win a ball game when you are down some guys, it just shows the testament to our coaching staff first and foremost. Coach Jarsper's done a great job with our defense and really our entire staff just getting our guys ready. And then Coach Andrew Stanford and Coach Jefferson Edwards, they did a great job getting guys ready up front as well to play for us on the offensive side of the ball. So anytime you can kind of plug and play guys and just kind of keep the train moving, that's certainly big for your program.
Clyde St. Francis Friday night. Of course, you can see that game live on the BCSN Plus app. Josh, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.